Hello there. You're probably wondering how I have my Linux desktop looking just like Windows XP. And it's not that hard, so let's get right into it. First of all, the desktop and icon themes. These are both made by the Boomerang project and Boomerang Artwork, respectively, so these links are down in GitHub. So for the desktop theme, you just need to download the Windows XP Luna theme. This is the one that actually shipped with Windows XP, but there's actually a whole bunch of other themes which were considered for Windows XP that you can also enable and download from the same repository. So you just download both of these as a zip file, and then you extract them to these specific directories in your home folder. So under your home folder, you go into .themes first for the desktop themes. So as you can see here, I extracted all these folders from the GitHub repository directly into here. So the one we're using is Windows XP Luna. And for the icons, you go ahead and go into .icons and just drop the entire Windows XP master root folder from the repository here. And then you open up the themes manager in Cinnamon, and you change the desktop theme to Windows XP Luna, the icon theme to Windows XP Master, just down here, the application theme to Windows XP Luna, and the mouse pointer, in this case I just have as DMZ white because it looks the most like the classic Windows mouse pointer, although a little higher resolution. However, yours might not look like this. You might have to go to advanced settings in order to actually see these options, so just be aware of that. There's also another setting here which you probably want to enable, which is prefer light mode, because of course Windows XP is a light mode operating system. So that's the desktop and icon themes. Next, let's take care of the sound, or let's take care of the start menu. So normally, the Cinnamon start menu does not look like this. In order to get this, you have to install the Cin7 start menu by Fred CW from the Cinnamon Spices repository. So you can download it here, but it's a little bit annoying to install. So instead, you can go to right-click on the panel at the bottom, go to Applets, go to Download, and search for the Stark menu. So you just go ahead and install that, and then add it. And then when you right-click, go into Panel Edit mode. That'll allow you to move things around where you need them. So of course you're going to want to put that start menu on the absolute left side. However, when you first install it, it will not have the Windows XP logo and the start text here. So you have to, it'll look like this in the settings menu, and you'll just have the Linux Mint logo down here. So in order to fix that, you go to use custom icon and label, and then I just ripped this icon from just a Google search. Here, just one of these icons, and then I edited it a little bit to have a transparent background and be perfectly square so that it doesn't get distorted, because it will, any image that you put into here on the icon setup will get compressed or like squished into a square. So just make sure that it actually becomes a square. So I used GIMP for that, but you can really use any decent image editor. And then of course I add the start text to make it look like the classic Windows XP start menu. Alright, so you might notice my Firefox is not looking like normal Firefox. So this is a skin for Firefox that makes it look like Internet Explorer 6. And I get it from this repository, link will also be in the description. So, and the installation instructions are in here, but I'll just run through it quickly. Basically, you navigate to the .mozilla folder in under your home directory. Go to Firefox, profile groups, or sorry, just go to Firefox. The other way to find it, actually, which is a little bit more reliable, is to go to About Support in Firefox. Scroll down and you'll see your profile directory. So you want to open your profile directory. That will tell you the folder that you need to drop the Chrome folder from the repository here into. You also need to go to About Config in Firefox, accept the risk, search for style sheet, and turn on toolkit.legacy user profile customizations.stylesheets. Make sure that is true, otherwise Firefox will not load the style sheets from the Internet Explorer config. So then you just need to restart Firefox and boom, it'll look like this. However, you do also need to make sure you enable the, sorry, not settings. It's under Customize Toolbar. You need to enable the title bar in order for it to work properly with the Windows XP desktop or application skin, and also the menu bar, because that's very classic as well. You may notice I have some Windows XP sounds added in here. So there is an archive.org posting of all the Windows XP sounds here, so you can download that as WAV. So then I just extracted that into a folder in my downloads, and then you open up the sound menu in Linux Mint, go to the Sounds tab, and you can swap out all of your normal Linux Mint sounds for the glorious Windows XP sounds. As such. I have bound some of the sounds to things that they were not originally used for in Windows XP, like for example, whenever I close a window, it makes the hardware remove sound, just because I like the sounds, and my desktop was too quiet before. But you can, of course, customize this however you want, and also change the volume of the system sounds. But yeah. Oh, okay, another one that I also like to do is to change the skin of VLC Media Player to look like old school Winamp. So in case you didn't know, you can skin your VLC and make it look however you want. So if you scroll way down on here, you can find the Winamp 5 skin, which is what I use here to get this very nice old school interface. I won't play any music, but you get the idea. Actually, I will play one thing. And it is absolutely required. I think you guys can guess what it's gonna be. That was too quiet. Let's do that again.